Have you ever thought about how your words and actions shape your destiny? In this powerful Bible study, we explore the timeless proverbs for life that offer deep insights for navigating today's challenges. Bible proverbs are more than just ancient teachings. They provide proverbs wisdom and understanding that can transform our decisions, relationships, and paths in life. We dive into Proverbs 14, uncovering how its lessons apply directly to your life. Learn how wisdom for today can lead to prosperity, peace, and fulfillment. From the importance of listening and speaking wisely to embracing diligence and integrity, the wisdom in this chapter offers practical, life-changing advice. 1. The value of wisdom, 200 palavras. The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. This verse highlights the power of wisdom in shaping our lives and surroundings. Proverbs for life teach us that wisdom is not only about knowledge but also about how we apply that knowledge to build something lasting. In this verse, a wise woman uses her wisdom to create a strong, stable foundation for her life and her family, while a foolish woman's actions destroy what she's built. Bible proverbs continually emphasize the importance of wisdom in all aspects of life. Wisdom allows us to make sound decisions, create meaningful relationships, and build a future of peace and prosperity. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding teach us that wisdom is not only a mental pursuit, but a way of living, a path that leads to strength, clarity, and success. The lesson here is clear. Wisdom is a key ingredient for building a stable and successful life. Whether in our personal lives, careers, or relationships, the decisions we make are shaped by the wisdom we hold. How to get wisdom from God involves seeking His guidance through prayer, study, and living out His principles in our daily lives. 3. The way of the fool, 200 palavras. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no God, they are corrupt, and their deeds are vile. There is no one who does good." This verse speaks to the devastating impact of foolishness and the denial of God in our lives. Proverbs for life consistently teach us that living apart from God leads to corruption and destruction. Bible proverbs show us that foolishness doesn't just affect our thoughts, it influences our actions and the course of our lives. A fool rejects God's guidance, choosing instead to follow their own desires and impulses. This path leads to corruption, as the fool's choices are based on selfishness and pride, rather than wisdom and humility. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding teach us that rejecting God's truth not only harms us but also those around us, as our actions and decisions have far-reaching consequences. On the other hand, those who embrace wisdom, humility, and God's guidance walk in righteousness. How to get wisdom from God involves acknowledging His sovereignty and aligning our lives with His will. By choosing wisdom, we safeguard ourselves from the destructive path of foolishness, leading to a life that honors God and brings peace. 4. The fruit of righteousness, 200 palavras. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. This verse emphasizes the transformative power of righteousness and the consequences of sin. Proverbs for life teach us that living in accordance with God's righteousness brings elevation and blessing, both individually and collectively. Bible proverbs show us that righteousness not only benefits the individual but also the community and society as a whole. When righteousness is upheld, it leads to prosperity, peace, and harmony. A nation or community that honors justice, integrity, and truth experiences blessings that come from living in alignment with God's will. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding teach us that when we live righteously, we reflect God's character and become instruments of His peace and goodness in the world. On the other hand, sin brings shame and destruction. When people or nations reject righteousness and embrace sin, they face the inevitable consequences of their choices. How to get wisdom from God involves seeking His righteousness in our lives and allowing it to guide our actions and decisions. Through righteousness, we align ourselves with God's purpose, leading to blessing and elevation. 5. The importance of peace, 200 palavras. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly. This verse speaks to the powerful role of patience in promoting peace and understanding. Proverbs for life teach us that patience is a cornerstone of wisdom, and it leads to calmness, stability, and reconciliation. Bible proverbs show us that a patient and peaceful heart is more likely to find understanding, whereas a quick temper brings conflict and destruction. Patience allows us to remain calm in difficult situations, giving us the time to think before reacting. It is a reflection of wisdom and maturity, and it allows us to understand the perspectives of others. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding teach us that, by practicing patience, we create peace in our hearts and in our relationships. On the other hand, a quick temper leads to rash decisions, hurt feelings, and broken relationships. People who act impulsively out of anger often regret their words and actions later. How to get wisdom from God involves learning to cultivate patience, taking a moment to pause before reacting, and allowing God's peace to rule in our hearts. By seeking His wisdom, we can be agents of peace in a world filled with conflict. 6. The reward of hard work, 200 palavras. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. This verse highlights the importance of diligence and the rewards that come with hard work and persistence. Proverbs for life remind us that success is not merely about wishing or talking about our goals. It is about consistent effort and dedication. Bible proverbs teach us that work is a blessing, and it is through labor that we achieve lasting rewards and progress in life. Hard work brings not only material success but also personal growth. When we apply ourselves to our work with diligence, we develop character, resilience, and a sense of accomplishment. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding tell us that diligent work is a path to both personal and professional fulfillment. By committing ourselves to hard work, we lay the foundation for future prosperity and success. On the other hand, those who only talk about their dreams without putting in the effort are left with disappointment and lack. Words without action lead to stagnation and frustration. How to get wisdom from God involves recognizing the value of hard work and seeking God's guidance in all that we do. By dedicating ourselves to diligent labor, we honor God and reap the rewards He has promised. 7. The impact of wise counsel, 200 palavras. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. This verse teaches us the importance of seeking wise counsel and surrounding ourselves with people who can offer insight and guidance. Proverbs for life consistently remind us that we are not meant to navigate life's challenges alone. Bible proverbs emphasize that wisdom is often found through collaboration and the counsel of others. When we seek wise counsel, we open ourselves to learning and growth. A multitude of advisors provides different perspectives, which help us see the bigger picture and make informed decisions. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding show us that wisdom is not limited to our own knowledge, but is enhanced by the experience and advice of others. Listening to others allows us to avoid mistakes and make choices that align with God's will. On the other hand, when we make decisions without consulting others or seeking guidance, we are more likely to make poor choices and experience failure. How to get wisdom from God involves not only seeking His guidance through prayer, but also humbling ourselves to learn from others. By surrounding ourselves with wise advisors, we increase our chances of success and protect ourselves from unnecessary struggles. 8. The importance of integrity, 200 palavras. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. This verse highlights the importance of integrity and discernment in our lives. Proverbs for life teach us that integrity involves not only honesty but also the ability to make thoughtful, careful decisions. Bible proverbs show us that people who live with integrity consider the consequences of their actions and take responsibility for the choices they make. Integrity is about being honest with ourselves and others. It means being consistent in our actions, words, and thoughts, regardless of the situation. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding tell us that living with integrity leads to peace of mind, trust, and stability. When we live authentically, we can stand firm in our decisions and walk confidently in our purpose. On the other hand, those who lack integrity are easily swayed and can be led into deception or failure. They may make decisions based on convenience or desire, rather than principle. How to get wisdom from God involves seeking His guidance and making decisions that align with His truth. By living with integrity, we honor God and build a life that is stable, trustworthy, and aligned with His will. 9. The value of peaceful living, 200 palavras. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. This verse emphasizes the profound impact that peace has on our lives, both physically and spiritually. Proverbs for Life consistently teach us that inner peace leads to health, strength, and fulfillment, while negative emotions like envy destroy our well-being. Bible proverbs show us that cultivating a peaceful heart is key to living a long, prosperous life. Peaceful living isn't just the absence of conflict. It's about maintaining a calm, contented heart in the midst of challenges. When we let go of envy, bitterness, and anger, we open ourselves to peace, which brings healing and joy. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding teach us that those who embrace peace experience wholeness in mind, body, and spirit. On the other hand, harboring negative emotions like envy leads to destructive consequences. Envy creates division, discontent, and eventually harms us from within. How to get wisdom from God in this area is about choosing peace, trusting in God's provision, and learning to live contentedly. By cultivating peace in our hearts, we align ourselves with God's will, leading to life, health, and joy. 10. The reward of wisdom, 200 palavras. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. This verse underscores the ultimate reward of wisdom: life, peace, and security. Proverbs for Life teach us that wisdom begins with the fear of the Lord, which is the foundation for making wise, godly decisions. Bible proverbs show us that when we align our lives with God's will, we experience life in its fullness and are protected from the pitfalls of sin and foolishness. The fear of the Lord is not about being afraid of God, but about reverencing Him and recognizing His authority over our lives. It is a posture of humility, acknowledging that we are dependent on God for direction, purpose, and wisdom. Proverbs' wisdom and understanding tell us that when we live in reverence of God, we are filled with His wisdom, which leads us to a life of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. On the other hand, those who reject wisdom and disregard God's guidance face destruction. The snares of death represent the consequences of living apart from God's truth. How to get wisdom from God involves cultivating a heart that reveres Him, seeks His wisdom, and follows His guidance, knowing that in doing so, we receive life and protection. As we conclude our journey through Proverbs 14, we've uncovered powerful lessons that can transform our lives. From the importance of wisdom and understanding, to the impact of our words and the reward of hard work, these teachings offer practical guidance for living a life aligned with God's will. Each verse speaks to the foundational truths that guide us toward peace, prosperity, and purpose. Glowing star, what will you choose to apply today? Consider how these proverbs can help shape your decisions, relationships, and overall life direction. Whether it's embracing wisdom, practicing patience, or living with integrity, each of these lessons can lead to lasting transformation. Don't forget to subscribe. Join our community to continue exploring the deep wisdom found in the book of Proverbs and other biblical teachings that can enrich your life. Like this video if you found these insights valuable, and share your thoughts in the comments. What lesson from Proverbs 14 spoke to you the most? Open book, continue your journey of wisdom. Be sure to check out our other Bible study lessons. The path to a life filled with purpose, peace, and prosperity begins here.